Hello, hello, hello. Long time no see. I don't even know if any of my previous videos are even on YouTube anymore. I don't think they are. I think I got rid of them, and for good reason. I have a fun story. Cat broke her wrist. It's absolutely hilarious. So here's what happened. Today is Thursday, but we need to backtrack to Saturday. So Saturday, I went to work in the morning and then I came home. I was tired, I wasn't feeling great, and I was like, you know what, maybe I'll have a nap and I'll go skateboarding, because that's how I kind of clear my head. I was having a bad brain day. However, it is January. Therefore, the sun sets at like 4 o'clock. The little me is skateboarding, it's about 4:30. I hit a stone and I tumble over and I fall over. When it happened, I didn't really take any notice of it. I was wearing a big coat, it's actually in the background, and I was also wearing gloves. So it was like, oh, well, whatever. I came back to my room and I went to sleep and I went to work the next day. It did hurt and there was a bit of bruising and it was swollen, but it was like, whatever. So that's Sunday. Monday rolls along and I have swim training in the evening. My swim group were like, yeah, Kat, that's swollen. That is a swollen wrist and it is bruised. I'm swimming and I'm like, ow, this kind of hurts. Tuesday, I'm finally like, maybe I should go get it checked out at the doctor. I made an appointment to go see my doctor on Tuesday. My doctor saw my wrist and went, you need an x-ray. So I was really fortunate that there's a minor injuries unit in my very, very small town, and they were able to book me a same-day x-ray, which is like unheard of. I've never heard of that ever happening. Normally you have to wait in A&E for like 5 hours. It's like 6 o'clock in the evening. I go to my x-ray and they're like, you have broken your distal radius. So your distal radius is here. So it's like, it's this bone. Your natural instinct as a human being when you fall is to put your wrists out, and that's the bit that you hit. This is an x-ray of the distal radius. This isn't my x-ray. I didn't get my x-ray. I was kind of sad about that. I didn't even get to snap a picture of it on my phone. But I had the smallest little crack in my distal radius, and so they wrapped me up in, I'm pretty sure it was just like cotton and bandage, and they wrapped me up, and so they kind of, yeah, and they wrapped up my thumb. Insert picture. That night, on the Tuesday, we make the appointment for the next like kind of follow-up, if you want to call it that. I don't know what you would call it, but it's the appointment where they either put you in a cast or like a splint or whatever. And that appointment was set for Thursday, so today. Today is Thursday. And today I went to my hospital appointment and I was really lucky. I didn't end up needing a cast, evidently so. I'm in a fun little splint. I am in this for 4 to 6 weeks, which means I do have to go to Disneyland Paris in a splint in February, which is gonna be so much fun. Why don't you want a cast? Casts are a pain. I am a swimming teacher. I have to be at a pool. At least if this gets wet, it doesn't matter. I can shower. So that is my little story about how I broke my wrist. Lesson learned. Don't go skateboarding after sunset. You might hit a stone. And another moral of the story. If you fall and if something hurts, don't wait like half a week to get it checked out. Go get it checked out early. It will save yourself a world of pain. So, I have just finished editing that video. It is very short. It is literally 4 minutes long. So, as a time filler, I'm gonna do my bullet journal on camera, which is not something I usually do, but I've had like pre-made like bullet journal a couple of times. I would get given them as presents, usually at Christmas, because New Year. This is my 2024. It's got a couple of stickers, and let's get into my bullet journal. Firstly, most vital part of this, the pens. So Gear and Pixels today I'm actually going to call today productive because I had an assessment. Actually went pretty well. Weather today was cold. As per usual, it's January and it's England, so it is always going to be absolutely freezing. Now, according to my watch, today I only did 7,000 steps, which is very odd and very unlike me, but whatever. That will fall under this category up here. And then for the 18th. Now we move on to the January section. I haven't finished colouring this in, but I will. So today I actually booked my train home, so I'm just going to add that onto next week. Chore chart. I am fully aware that you're supposed to use this more of like, this is when I'm going to do that, this is when I'm going to do that. However, my brain does not compute like that. So what I've been doing is when I've done something, I've ticked it off. Because I can see that the last time I did my laundry was actually last week. Which probably means I'm due for laundry at the end of this week. So that's how I use it, basically. So I just took my medications, so I can tick that off. It's another reason why I do it that way instead of the other way. Because if I tick off medications, then I'm just going to think, I've taken them. No, I haven't. Medications goes under red. I technically did uni work because I had an assessment. That's it. You can tell that the musical theatre students are back. He's singing. Ooh, highlight of the day. I think for today it's going to be finishing my assessment. So this is my January mood. Today I was actually exhausted and I still am. Hence why I'm going to be going to bed at like 9 o'clock. I'm doing it with a broken wrist. Leave me alone. It'll be very unsatisfying, so I do apologise. Anxiety. I would say maybe moderate just because of my assessment. So how much has Kat had to drink today? Don't necessarily count this as water. I count this as anything but alcohol. That says way too much about me, doesn't it? So actually today I've been pretty good. I've had a couple of cans of soda. I had a squash and I definitely had an orange juice. I think it's about that, give or take. Habit tracker. I did go for a walk today, actually. I haven't done any art or anything like that. I haven't drunk too much. I did do uni work. I have been reading. I did do my skincare and I have done my journal, evidently so. So last night, I got back home about 1:30. And that's when I fell asleep probably about 2, but then I woke up at 4. I did not fall asleep again until 6:30. I then woke up at 7:30. It was not my choice to wake up at 7:30. They decided they were going to do the lawn outside my window at 7 o'clock in the morning. They're not supposed to do that. They can't start making noise until 9. So, petty me did argue about that, actually, to the accommodation people, but they agreed with me, so. And I actually did not spend any money today, so, hey. Maybe that will be something I do at the end of videos if they are too short. I'm going to quickly edit this, post it, and then go to bed. Good night, my lovely people.